Very good morning. Welcome to Dear Teacher and Ravi Tuitions Learn Maths and Physics with Ravi Sir. Maths and Physics with Ravi Sir. So I have completed the entire maths syllabus, and I have very less thing to teach in maths. That's why I started teaching physics. It is not that I am only a maths teacher. I teach also maths. I teach maths and also physics, chemistry. I love physics actually more than maths. Actually, God made me a maths teacher, but internally I love physics very much. So, in physics, numericals plays a very vital role. Problems they make a very vital role, and I am not going to teach physics each and every part. I am going to teach only the important concepts and things which comes in the board examination. It is easy to get full marks in maths, but it is difficult to get full marks in science. Most of the students, they won't be getting full marks in science because the concepts are like that. So let us start without wasting time. Let us start physics, and also after numericals I am going to teach 5 numericals today, and only based on these formulas: Q is equal to IT, W is equal to VQ, Q is equal to NE. Only based on these 3 formulas, that means current, Q is IT is the formula on current, and charge, like. And after that I am going to teach quadratic equation. Hi Venkatesh. Yeah, after 5 problems, after 5 numericals, I am going to teach quadratic equations. Okay, Venkatesh, if you can give me what concept you need it in quadratic equations, I will teach that only, because today I have decided to teach factorization further and solving the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So today my topic for quadratic equation is teach solve quadratic equation by formula method and 1 or 2 factorization method also. This is my today's schedule. Let us go without wasting our time. So if you are watching without subscribing, please subscribe my channel and share my channel and also like my channel, right? So Q is equal to IT, I is equal to Q by T, the rate of the current definition. This is the basic concept of electricity of 10th class. The current is the rate of charge, rate of moving charge. So I is equal to Q upon T. The same thing, Q is equal to IT. I is equal to Q upon T is the formula. So work done is equal to potential difference into charge. Charge is equal to NE, number of electrons, into electron charge, negative charge. So these are the basic formulas of the first part of electricity. That's why we call it as a type A problems, right? So now let me take the problem. This is one of the problem. The current 5 amperes is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for 10 minutes. Find the amount of electric charge that flows through the circuit. This is the question. Current of 5 amperes. So that means that 0.5 amperes is current, I. So I is equal to, you have to write first given. So current I is equal to 0.5 amperes. So this is the first one. Okay, on the drawn by the filament of an electric bulb. Filament is a conductor. Okay, electric bulb for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is the time. By seeing the unit, you can identify which quantity is that. So T is equal to, time T is equal to 10 minutes. Okay, so you should write it in seconds. Minutes is not allowed in SI system. The time unit is seconds. That's why you convert into seconds. This is only the thing you have to remember. Don't use 10 minutes. You convert these minutes to the seconds. Okay. So now we have I and T, and what is to be find the amount of electric charge. Electric charge is denoted with Q. So we have to find out Q. Now we have the formula I is equal to Q is equal to IT, and I is equal to Q by T, whatever. You write any formula, current formula. So now substitute the values. Q is equal to I means how much? 0.5, and T is equal to 600 seconds. If you multiply, what happen? You will be getting one decimal place, 10 will get cancelled, and it is equal to 300 C. Don't think that C is centigrade. So unit of charge is coulombs. One of the most important thing that every student will forget to write the units. You have to concentrate on units also. You should know what is the unit of charge, what is the unit of current, time is okay, what is the unit of potential reference. So by seeing the unit, you can identify which quantity is that. Once you identify this I, T, Q, then you can easily get the formula, right? So the charge flows in the circuit is 300 degrees. Very, very simple. You write a conclusion statement, because he asked this, write a conclusion statement. It gives a very beautiful look. So if you maintain this legibility in your answer script, then whoever corrects your paper, no, he or she will be very much impressed. Chota mistakes hai to bhi they will give you the marks. Let us go to one more question. How much work is done in moving a charge of magnitude 2C from a point 118 volts to a point 128 volts? So now, if you don't understand the problem, you just see the units 2C. Don't think that 2 calories are 2 centigrade, 2 coulombs. You can see charge of magnitude. So first write the given. Charge Q is equal to 2C. That is the first one. Don't read anything. Okay, from a point 118 volts. Volt is the unit. So what is that 11? Potential difference. Potential difference V is equal to 128 to 118. So you subtract these two things. Okay, 128 volts minus 118 volts, it is equal to 10 volts. So now two things are given. One is 2C and potential difference are given. So what we have to find out? How much work is done. How much work is done? Work we can write W. Okay, so W is equal to question mark. So now we have the target, we have given things, and we have to search for the formula. What formula you can use with W, VQ? So W is equal to VQ. Okay, potential difference into, this is the formula. Okay, you don't need to understand anything, you just remember these formulas, then you will get the numericals. Once you are through the numericals, एक बार आपको numericals mind पे आ गया, then it's very easy to crack anything. So your JEE rank, your NEET rank, your MCET rank, everything depends on the numericals of the physics. So focus more on the numericals. So now substitute the values in the formula, then automatically you will be getting V is equal to how much? 10 volts, and Q is equal to 2 coulombs. So is equal to 20 J. J means joules. The unit of work is joules. Very, very important. And write the conclusion. The work done is 20 joules. Very, very simple. इतना सिंपल है, आपको इक्वेशंस याद रखना है बस, और कुछ भी जरूरत नहीं है. Okay? Now let us go to one more question. See how I am doing the questions very, very fast, right? So calculate the number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charge. So this is one of the important previous examination question. Okay, PYQ, previous examination question hai, very, very important hai. Most of the students on that year, they did not read it and they went. They were expecting normal questions, but they gave this question. So in that particular year most of the students could not do this. So 1 ampere is equal to the flow of 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 elementary charges. Let us go. So charge of an electron is given. Charge of an electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of 19 coulombs. So this is a constant you have to remember. Okay, this is a constant you have to remember. Sometimes this will be given in the problem. If it is not given in the problem, you have to get it from your mind. तुम्हारा mind से ये लिखना ही है. Charge of an electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of 19 coulombs. And then charge Q is equal to 1C because 1 coulomb of charge. 1 coulomb of charge. So you have to find out how many electrons. 1 electron is equal to this much charge. So in 1 coulomb of charge, how many electrons are there? So calculate the number of electrons. N, you have to number of electrons, N is equal to question mark. For this also in our textbook there is a formula. Let us write the formula. Okay, Q is equal to Ne. N is number of electrons. E is the charge of an electron. Okay. So now Q is, of course you know, charge, coulombs. So 1 coulomb is equal to how many electrons? These many electrons will constitute 1 coulomb of charge. So we have to find out those electrons. So now substitute the values in the formula, because we have Q is equal to 1C, E is equal to we know, and we have to find out N. Okay. So N is equal to 1 by Q is equal to 1 and charge is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of 19. So then what happens if you simplify this, what you will be getting? 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18. Minus 19 will come up. 1 by 1.6 you have to make it in the decimal form. That will comes to 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18. So N, number of electrons. So it will not have a unit. It will not have a unit because this is number of electrons. These many electrons are there in 1 coulomb of charge. Very, very, very important thing. You may be getting this in the MCQ questions also. Number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charge is 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18. Now only one more sum I am going to teach, then I will be jumping to quadratic equations. Right. Let us take one more question, a small question, and then we will go to quadratic equation. Let me see whether Venkatesh is available or not. Venkatesh, are you there in the channel? If you are there in the channel, I will explain immediately after this question. Respond. So now how much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs across 2 points having the potential difference 12. So now no need to understand the question. If you understand, it is always good, better. Even if you are unable to understand, don't take tensions. इसमें जो है यूनिट्स देके ऐसा गिवन में लिख दो 2C 2 coulombs. So write 2 coulombs, that is charge across 2 points. 12 volts, that is nothing but potential difference is equal to 12. ऐसा यूनिट्स देख के आप लिख सकते हैं. We have 2 quantities, charge and potential difference, right? So then these two QV, and what you have to find out, that also you identify how much work is done. W is equal to question mark. So now identify the formulas, recollect the formulas. W is equal to VQ and substitute the values, and you will be getting 24 joules. So the work done is equal to 24 joules. This is a very, very simple. This is one part of the numericals. One part of the numericals. Now let us go to quadratic equations, right? So let me stop this. Okay. Now let me open my quadratic equations. So quadratic equations, I have explained you I was explaining you in the last class factorization of quadratic equations. Okay, solving the quadratic equation, factorization method I am explaining. So I have the book, big book. So from this I will take some extra questions. I told you that these are only practice questions. Okay. So now most of the students having the difficulty of these problems what I am going to teach you now. Okay. So this question also from the quadratic equations, most of the students are having problem. Example 1. Today's example 1. A into x square plus 1 plus a square plus 1 into x is equal to 0. So this is solved. Question is solved. It's not a normal problem. 100% it is not a normal problem because numerical coefficients are not there. In this, variable coefficients are there. A is the coefficient. So it is not that much easy. You have to do this question in the factorization method. That means splitting the middle term. First of all, this is not in the standard form. You have to immediately, by seeing the equation, you should identify that it is not in the standard form. You write it in the standard form. Okay. So now a into x square, open the bracket, ax square, a into 1, a, okay, a square into x, a square x, and a square 1 into x, x. Okay. So is equal to 0. So now let me write in the standard form first x square term and then x terms a square x plus constant is equal to 0. So now x term ax square plus a square plus 1 into x plus a is equal to 0. So now x square term, x term, constant. So if you just identify what is the coefficient of x square, a. So our topic, our special method is there, coefficient of x square into constant. We have to get the product, no? So coefficient of x square is a into constant is also a into a is equal to a square. Now you have to find the factors for this a square. This is our procedure. You have to find out the factors for this a square. One pair of factors is a and a into a. So a plus a is equal to 2a. But here the coefficient of x is equal to a square plus 1. No. These two pair of factors, this pair of factors is not so. So 1 into a square. 1 into a square is a square. So now 1 plus a square is a square plus 1. Yeah. So this is suitable. So then how to split it? Ax square plus 1x plus a square x plus a is equal to 0. So as per this I have split the first two terms, last two terms pair up. In the first two terms you have only x common, ax plus 1. In this a is common, ax plus 1. So I got the same common factor. So my splitting the middle term is right. So now again ax plus 1 is one common factor and here is x remaining, here is a is remaining. Now we got two factors. So then what happens? ax plus 1 is equal to 0 and x plus a is equal to 0 and x is equal to minus 1 by a and x is equal to minus a. This is the solution. Okay. Okay. So now triangle chapter also I have taken 3-4 times triangle chapter, Bhavesh. Anyhow, I am going to, after this again I will go back to, because I am getting more views only for triangles and quadratic equations, right. So a very important question, Bhavesh. Check, this question is very important, right. This type of question with the variable coefficients. Okay. So now this is how we have to take. Let me take one more question of the same model, okay, using a factorization. This is another model, example 2. X square plus 2 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. So one difficult problem is with numerical variable coefficients. Another one is irrational coefficients. Irrational coefficients means when there are root things. How to solve this quadratic equation? By factorization method. Formula method is very easy. Factorization method you have to take care. Okay. There is ax square. That is also one method. Okay. Now let us, Bhavesh, please see this question and understand this method and apply the same in the previous question, right? Because I have rubbed it. Now our thing is x square coefficient first. X square coefficient into constant. That is the product. X square coefficient is 1. 1 into constant is 3 is equal to 3. Now we have to find out the factors for 3 to get the coefficient of middle term, x term. So now 3 is only one prime number. So we have only this pair. Then what about the other? Yes. So root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3. That is also one factor. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. Now root 3 plus root 3 is equal to 2 root 3. Now we have got 2 root 3. So split root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now splitting the middle term is done. Now first 2 terms, last 2 terms. So in the first 2 terms, x I take common, x plus root 3. In this, what I can take common? Nothing is there. If I take 1, what happened? Root 3x plus 3. It is not matching. So you cannot do like this. So then what I will do? Root 3x, इसको हम root 3 whole square बनाएंगे. Root 3 whole square is 3. Now you take common. This is over x into x plus root 3. Okay. Plus, now you can take root 3 common. X plus root 3 is equal to 0. X plus root 3 into x plus root 3. So x plus root 3, both are equal factors. Both are equal factors. X is equal to minus root 3 and x is equal to minus root 3. So therefore the roots are minus root 3, minus root 3. Roots are equal and irrational. So this is how you are going to get. Answer is yeah, you are right, Maya Bhavesh. Good. Minus root 3. This is also an important question. Okay, a variety of the question. So now there is only one more question needed is there in the factorization problem. Okay, rest of the questions are to your level only, right? So let me take another question. Solve root 2x plus 9 plus x is equal to 13. This is the question. Now solve. Now root is there for one term, not in the quadratic form. So you have to bring it to the quadratic form. Okay. Goli Papa Rao, good morning. So now let us bring it to the quadratic form. Okay, general form. Whenever root is there, you have to try to remove. When bracket is there, you are removing the bracket. When there is a denominator, you are taking LCM and doing simplification. When root is there, there is only one method. Root, you have to square it to remove the root. So you have to square करना है, root को निकालना है तो. So let us see. You keep root term only on one side and take this x other side. So that what happened? There is one side only square term is there. Now you square on both sides. Square on both sides. So then what happened? 2x minus plus 9 whole square under root 13 minus x whole square. Now I squared it on both sides. So here left hand side square root will disappear. Right hand side I have to apply the formula a minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2ab. So 13 square 169, b square x square, 2ab, 2 into 13 26, 26x. Now put it in the quadratic form. So x square minus 26x minus 2x plus 169 minus 9 is equal to 0. X square minus 28x plus 160 is equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic form. So it is not in the quadratic form in the beginning. Once we remove the root and bring all the terms in order, now we have got a quadratic form. So now you can use, because he did not give factorization method, you can use in any method. But I will try to do it in factorization method. So x square coefficient I should take 1 and constant term I should take 160 is equal to 0, sorry 160. Now find the factors. 2 into 80, okay, 3 won't go, 4 into 40, okay. Our target is to add the factors because this is the positive product. This is the positive product. Say where there is a will, there is a way. I will be waking up every day at 4 o'clock. Okay, 4 o'clock I wake up, right? I put my wife also will be waking up along with me. I'll put the milk on the stove. We go for the normal things, washroom, brushing and everything. By the time the milk get boiled, so we'll have a very 1 mug of coffee, we both, and then we'll take bath. I'll disperse, I'll come to this place and my wife will go for the further cooking and further activities of routine. Say I want to take the class at 6 o'clock, actually 5:30. 6 o'clock I have changed it because many students are not waking up early. So for the students I have changed my policy. So it is very simple. Now bio clock is involved in, bio alarm is involved in me. I don't put any normal alarm clocks. Automatically I will get up by that time. If that time wakes up, automatically my eyes open, I will wake up and I will see some news channel, okay, news, what happenings, daily happenings, and then routine. This is my routine. So now 28, let me come. 5 into how many? 32. So 32 minus 5, so 32 plus 5, I have to add now. So 32 plus 5 is 37. 6 table won't go? Yeah, 6 table will go. 6 into how many times? 25. So adding, no, 7, 8 table, 8 into 20. So 28. Definitely will come. You go in the regular 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Somewhere 100% it will come. So I have to divide x square minus 8x minus 20x plus 160 is equal to 0. First two terms, last two terms. X common, x minus 8, 20 common, x minus 8 is equal to 0. X minus 8 into x minus 20 is equal to 0. Right? Therefore, x is equal to 8, 20. So the roots are 8 and 20. So this is what easy question. The procedure is you have to bring it to the standard form. That thing should immediately strike. Whenever you find a quadratic equation is not in the standard form, definitely you have to bring it to the standard form. So when square term is there, you have to square it on both sides. So if you square it on both sides, again it will come square root. So that's why keep the square root term only one side, either left hand side or right hand side. Anything is fine. Here I kept it on left hand side. You can keep it on the right hand side also and square it. Square root will go. Okay, this is a general method of solving the quadratic equation. Now these questions are not there in the textbook. And don't think that these questions won't be coming. This question may come in the examination. You understand? So please be careful. Don't you work out every factor so that you will get 100 out of 100. Okay? Bhavesh, I hope you understood this. Very good, Bhavesh. Already you gave the answer. 8 and 12. So now let me go to one more question. I think this is okay. If you are having any other questions, yeah, one more question I will just give you. One more model. 5 to the power of 4x minus 3 into 5 to the power of 2x plus 1 is equal to 250. This is also a quadratic equation. It came in the 2000. It is a previous examination question, right? It came in 2000 year. So now it is with exponents, not in the standard form. Don't think that this has come from the first chapter. So you have to bring it to the standard form, like quadratic form. So now let us say we have the base here base and here base 5. उसको वैसा ही रखेंगे, 2x होल स्क्वायर रखेंगे, 3 into 5 to the power of 2x into 5 to the power of 1 रखेंगे. This is 250. That means this is 5 to the power of 2x and 5 to the power of 2x. You keep one more variable in this place. Let 5 to the power of 2x is equal to y. So then what happened? Y square 3y into 5 is equal to 250. So y square 15y minus 250 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic form. Now take the either you, because it is not given factorization method or formula method. You can do in any method. I will follow factorization method. Y square coefficient is 1 and constant is minus 250. So is equal to minus 250. The product is minus. The product is minus. You have to subtract the factors to get the middle coefficient. First 250 minus 1, 249. Not possible. Let us start from 2. 2 into 125. Not possible. 3 table won't go. 4 table will go. 24. 4 table also won't go. 250. Okay, 4 table also won't go. So 5 table. 5 into 50. Not possible. 50 minus 5, 45. But here 15 is there. Won't go. 6 table won't go. 8 table also won't go. 10 table. 10 into 25. So 25 minus 10, 15. Very good. So it came 25 minus 10. I told you, you keep the big number first and write the same sign and write the small number next. So first 2 terms, last 2 terms, y common, y minus 25, 10 common, y minus 25 is equal to 0. So y minus 25 into y plus 10 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 25 and y is equal to 10. कहानी खत्म नहीं हुआ, because the variable is x. We have got only y. You bring back y value. So 5 to the power of 2x is equal to 25. Right? 5 to the power of 2x is equal to 10. Got it? So then 5 to the power of 2x. 5 to the power of 2x is equal to 5 square and 2x is equal to 2. Bases equal, powers are also equal, x is equal to 1. And what happened here? So here it is not possible. 2x is equal to 5 into 2. 5 into 2. So you cannot write this as a base 5. Okay? Power of 5. So that's why x is equal to 1. So it is a, here you won't be getting a proper answer. Here you will be getting a complicated answer. So here x is equal to 1. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 1. Okay? So this is also a quadratic equation question, right? So I think it is now fine. I will stop my session. If you are having any doubts, definitely you can ask me. I am going to, I am reading your messages. I am reading your messages. Then if you are having any difficulties, x is 1. Yeah, Bhavesh. If you are having anything, you can always. So today's active people are Bhavesh is there. I don't know his friend. Where is your friend? Bhavesh, you send me your difficult problem of first NCERT, Bhavesh, first NCERT book, and then after that you can have any book. You can have, say, I use this book. This book I am going to use this book. It is Monica Kapoor, and you can use R.D. Sharma also. R.D. Sharma is also having good number of practice problems, right? First complete NCERT and then you take any book of like this, okay? Monica Kapoor, textbook of maths, Ratna Sagar publication, okay? So I'm using this book past I think around 20 years, okay? R.D. Sharma is fine. R.D. Sharma is fine, good. Yeah. Papa Rao is asking a few more questions. You tell me which area, same factorization problems, I'll take up. It is 6:43 only, I'll take up one more question, one or two questions of factorization. You just give me which type of questions you need it, I'll use the same thing. Okay. So, more sums please. Tell me same quadratic equation or any other equation, other thing, so that I can explain you. Yeah. Papa Rao, Golivi Papa Rao, G Papa Rao. Irrational, okay. Like, yes. Very good. Let me take one more question of irrational thing. Example 5. 3x square. This is also an examination question. Minus 2 root 6 x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is a previous year examination question. Let me check whether I have copied it properly. 3x square minus 2 root 6 x plus 2. Yeah, Bhavesh, for you tomorrow I'll take triangle, but in the beginning 10-15 minutes I'm going to take some physics. You give me your physics difficulty concept so that I will explain you that, and then I'll go to triangles. So now same procedure, 3, x square coefficient is 3 and constant is 2, 3 2 is 6. Now what are the factors? We have only factors 1 into 6 is equal to 6. So root 6 into root 6 is also 6. So now root 6 plus root 6, 2 root 6. So then very simple, which is equal to 3x square minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2. Actually this is a perfect square. Whenever you get like this, it is a perfect square. You can use a square minus 2ab plus b square formula also. If you don't get that to the mind, use the same procedure. Okay. So then how to do? 3x square, there is nothing to common, I will write like this. I will write like this. If I take common, I won't be getting 3 anywhere common factor. I have to change this form, root 6. Okay. Root 2 into root 3 x, root 2 into root 3 x plus 2 is equal to 0. So then I will take root 3 x whole square x square, root 2 into root 3 x, root 2 into root 3 x, root 2 whole square is equal to 0. So then what happened? I will take root 3 common, root 3 x minus root 2 minus I will take common, root 2 I will take common, root 3 x plus root 2, sorry, minus root 2 minus root 2 is equal to 0. Yeah, I got the same, root 3 x minus root 2 into root 3x. I forgot to write root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So, x is equal to root 2 by 3 root 3 and x is equal to root 2 by root. I told you na equal. So, equal roots. Or root 2 by 3 and root 2 by 3. You can write like this also. Okay. I hope this is fine. Let me stop. I have another class now. I have to go to another class. So, tomorrow I will take up triangle. Please subscribe my channel. I request you again. Subscribe my channel, share my channel and like my channel. Yeah, electricity questions, numerical questions I am going to take tomorrow. Numericals only. Concepts I am not going to explain because already you are aware of concepts. Right? I am going to take numericals tomorrow in electricity. Bye bye. Have a nice day. All the best if you are having pre-board. Have nice revision. Don't waste your time.